And today's primaries are also shaping up to be a key test of former President Trump's influence over the Republican Party. 3 Republican lawmakers who voted to impeach Trump over the January 6th attack on the Capitol face primary challengers. Several candidates in Arizona have also echoed Trump's false claims that the election was stolen, some suggesting they would refuse to concede a potential loss. ABC's Zohreen Shah is tracking it all from Washington for us, and she joins us live for more on this. Zohreen, thank you. Let's start with Arizona's race for governor. Trump and his former vice president, Mike Pence, have actually endorsed different candidates here. Not the first time this has happened, so what's at stake?
Not the first time, but certainly an interesting moment, Diane. I mean, this is essentially a proxy war between the former president and his vice president. So in Arizona, that is the state where Joe Biden barely eked out a vote in 2020. He won by about 10,000 votes there. So Trump, for the governor's race, has endorsed Kari Lake. She considers herself ultra MAGA. She's a former news anchor there. And then former Vice President Pence has endorsed Karen Taylor Robson. She's a more traditional Republican candidate. And so the big question is, who will win tonight? And what does this mean for the future of the Republican Party there? You also have a series of election deniers up and down that ballot in Arizona. And one of them, in fact, is a candidate for Secretary of State. And Diane, one thing that is really interesting, I mean, in Arizona, just about an hour ago when it was 6 a.m. there, one of the most Googled things on our website was the results of the Arizona election. We are still hours away from polls even closing there.
Now, you traveled to Washington County that has chosen the winner of the presidential race for decades, but it's divided a lot like the rest of the country. So what can that community tell us about the direction the country is moving in?
You know, it is divided, but they find a lot of common ground there. And you're right, they have voted like the rest of the country since 1980, actually. So they have voted, you know, when the country voted for Biden, they did too. When the country voted for Trump, they did as well. They're the only county left in the entire United States that can actually say that they've had that record since the 1980s. And we have over 3,000 counties in the United States. But look, they have found a way to get along. We interviewed 3 of the county commissioners there. One is a Republican, one's a Democrat, one's an independent, and they find things to agree on, right? Like normal people who get along. But the one thing I found really interesting is we spoke to a lady, a business owner there. Her name is Young Kim. She has actually voted like the rest of the country for the last many years. So Biden, Trump, Obama twice, Bush twice as well. She actually doesn't know how she's going to vote in the midterms, and she doesn't know how she would vote in 2024, whether it be a Democrat or a Republican. So maybe she's a lot like the rest of the country in some ways, too.
It does sound familiar. Zohreen Shah, thank you for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.